What's going on, YouTube and peoples of the internet? My name is Dermy Wormy, and I'm here with another I almost said Chaturday. Pseudo Chaturday. How we all doing tonight? You know, I'm in a good mood, off work, relaxing, but I will say I have some bad things to report on. The two topics that I was working on for today that I took the time off to, be able to put together the show yesterday and didn't do the show yesterday because of a goddamn it kick. Yeah, those two topics, one of them, the person ended up coming out and saying that they're not going to be, pursuing like legal charges and stuff, and then deleted all the tweets. Now I do have archived access to some of those tweets. Problem is they're all in Japanese, and to be honest, the more I see of what's going on there, the more something's not sitting right on my stomach, and I kind of don't want to talk about that. Something was not clicking right in my head. Reading through it, I don't know a whole lot, and I'm gonna let some other people handle that one. If true, it was a fucked up story, but it's just, there comes time to time when you see a story and you're like, I don't really believe this one. That was what was going on with that one, and it was a Niji Sanji story, so I'm just kind of, I'll see where that one goes, is what I'm ultimately thinking there. Then the other thing that I took the time out of was more Mountain Dew stuff, but then not Mountain Dew, it was VShojo's Mountain Dew, the dude that came out and just stabbed Gunrun on the back. Some new information on him came out, and I was like, you know what, here's a nice little quick hit that we could do. And it was like, just a couple, basically when I was setting up the stream, I was looking at like, you know what, I kind of don't want to do this. It's just more confirmation that Mountain Dew isn't a good person morally or ethically. Not really criminal, but just not a good person, and I kind of just wanted to avoid that one like the plague. Like, I could pull it up later if I want to, but it's kind of just more annoying. But then I got saved, actually. I got saved by two topics and a possible third. I haven't decided on this third one yet, if I'm gonna do it tonight or tomorrow, but I did get saved on topics, guys, because tonight, well, actually earlier in the day, Legal Mindset came out, and he showed off that he had access to an employee contract over from VShojo. And he did a whole stream on that contract, and I watched that entire stream, and I'm sitting over here like, holy shit, I can't believe half this crap is in this contract. Holy hell, some of the stuff is insane. Listening to some of the things that were in this VShojo employee contract were insane. Some of the legal strategies that they were going to be planning on, I was like, oh goddamn, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then I sat there, was like, please, for the love of God, tell me, Legal Mindset, tell me there's going to be a fast fact. So we got that. We got a leaked VShojo content fast facts. Okay? So we will be reacting to this. I already know some of them. Shout out to Sammy 3Pete. I see you in the chat, buddy. I see you, buddy. Then simultaneously, I heard about this story actually today, and I know it happened on Sunday, but I heard about it today because I was scrolling through Twitter again, looking for topics. We'll also talk about the cosplay influencer arrested for threatening to, well, boom, boom. I have to be careful what I say. A Texas anime convention over energy drink dispute. And just to let you know, here she is. Here's some of her cosplays. Bros, if you were simping over this, you have a problem. But just like the VShojo topic, we also got a fast facts to go over. So we got two fast facts. We got two fast facts to do. Then I'll hop into like Final Fantasy or something. Did this cosplay thought actually plan to? From my understanding, no. No, they didn't. They threatened to, but they didn't. So we'll cover some of that. I also have another one. Yeah, she's not that attractive. Like the thumbnail. Listen, okay, that picture I have in the thumbnail. Like, if I pull up my thumbnail real quick. Give me a second. Here, let's do. Let me pull. Like this picture that I found of her. Yeah, it's a nice picture. Lots of makeup. She knows how to position herself on the camera. Yeah, it looks decent. It looks decent. Then we go back over here to, you know, this one. Straight on, she's not that hot. She doesn't really have very many curves. And she kind of looks like a pillow. You know? Probably wouldn't kick her out of bed, to be honest with you. But, hey, you know what? At an angle, she's hot. Now, I also have one other topic. I might hit this topic tonight, okay? Makeup should be illegal. I don't think she's that bad. Gassed up mid, 100%. 100%. Not even going to lie, but I have one other topic. Okay? I have one other topic I might hit tonight. I might hit some other time. I don't know yet. Okay? I don't know. But I had a comment pop up on my YouTube the other day. I took a screenshot and I'm sharing it right here. And it was on my Melody Mac keeps crashing out. Now, I don't remember what video exactly this was. It was from a couple weeks ago. But it says, dude, is your entire career trying to attack Melanie? How sad. You're extremely obsessed with her so far. She's doing great. I'm not sure where you are seeing crying. But do better, my guy. Find another victim. This girl is shielded and protected. Doing just fine, guys. She's doing just fine. I think I've done like maybe 4 videos on Melanie Mac in my entire YouTube career. At least one and then one stream. I know that much. But I saw this and I thought, you know what? I'm not the one out here that put out a video that openly said that I'm pretty much done making content. All the updates. So we might actually react to this because even when we go over to her YouTube channel, go videos 13 days ago, live 3 weeks ago. I don't even know where she's doing most of her content anymore. But yeah, she's really not doing content anymore. And in this update video, I can tell you right now, she openly says she's not making content for a good chunk of time. False Dermy is obsessed with clouds. You know it, home bro. You know it so much. You know it so much. Alpha Omega, we'll get it. I heard some things on the cosplay person. We will get into that. God damn. Apparently she did post bail. Apparently. Don't quote me on that. That's what I'm being told, but why before we go too far, okay? Before we go too far, we're gonna start off with this. We are gonna start off reacting to the VShojo stuff because I want to get this, you know, focused in on. We out here focusing in on this. Now, when it comes to this, again, Legal Mindset got access to an employee contract over at VShojo. This is not a talent contract. This is an employee contract. And I'm already putting it up to 1.25 speed so we can, you know, understand this. When it comes to this contract, there are some very juicy details that Legal Mindset purposefully has left out from the review of the stream review that he did, that I also did watch, and from this because it does reveal who the person is that gave him this contract. So for ethical purposes and for the purposes of protecting said individual, Legal Mindset censored a lot of that information out. There's still a lot of information here that makes you go like, oh shit, and also makes you look at several of the girls right now and several of the talents that aren't speaking up and talking. They might be under similar restrictions, if not worse. You can take a look at individuals like Silverveil and how the NDAs were also applied on her mother. Yeah, there might be some other craziness in there that we need to be aware of. So I'm gonna pop this up. We're gonna hit play. Make Asylums great again. Yeah, I agree, bro. But let's watch this. And I'm sorry, every time I hear his intro, I have to start dancing around a little bit.
The VShojo contract has leaked. Well, a VShojo contract has leaked, and it's very relevant to the current downfall of the company and perhaps the contracts that are being pushed in front of talents right now as they try to negotiate, settle out, and end their relationship with the failed company VShojo. So we're going to be going over that contract today on The Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, attorney, and this is something that
I know you're an attorney, but that's also why I like to go to you for a lot of this stuff, because he's an attorney. He's a former corporate attorney. Actually, he might still be a corporate attorney. I don't remember. Thank you for the subscription, Sammy. I appreciate it. But he might still be a corporate attorney, so take that as you will. But he knows a lot more like these corporate laws, these contract laws. He knows stuff that everyday lay people like us aren't so much aware. That's why I do defer to him a lot of the times on these things, and I'm screwing up my lighting right now, so there's that. But the Johnny Somali one was a better one intro. Listen, his Johnny Somali intros are good, but I still love his usual intro.
I love to do going through contracts. It brought me on the VTuber scene going through the Niji Sanji contract. So we've got one today. I've broken it up a little bit differently for this Fast Facts version. Of course, if you like the Fast Facts, like the video and leave a comment below. For the Fast Facts, I'm going to be doing a very, very quick summary of the contract language. We're going to go through all the relevant points, which I've cropped out. If you want a very detailed analysis where we really go into the meat of it, check out the live. That'll be a much, much longer version where I will go into much deeper detail. But we've got the quick version.
His live version where he was going in through much deeper detail was about an hour and 15 minutes long. This video is about 17 minutes long. So he's still going to get you guys fast facts, but there's a lot of interesting things that were in there.
For you guys today, of course, on The Legal Mindset. And of course, we've got a PowerPoint, yes, on the exposing of the VShojo contract. So here we go. The background on this contract. This is a new contract that was sent to me this week. It is for an employee that was terminated from VShojo. Now, to be very clear, I'm saying employee. Typically, most VTuber companies, including VShojo, do not consider the talent employees. They consider them independent contractors or some sort of other non-employee worker. They do not consider them employees. So there are some relevant parts of this. There are some parts of this contract that are not relevant or wouldn't be relevant to VShojo talents necessarily. However, I believe many of the clauses are, including the ones that I've included in this PowerPoint in this presentation. So a lot of the information you're going to see today is absolutely 100% relevant to either what was already signed by the VShojo talent or what they are trying to get them to sign right now. I guarantee.
I don't know if they're going to be trying to get him to sign right now. Again, they don't have a lawyer. They're apparently don't have enough money to even file for bankruptcy. So the idea that they might be having him try to sign these things right now, not so likely. That being said, I will also point out that there are some things that they probably already signed. Again, like I said, there's some of the talents that haven't really spoken up a whole lot, whether that be for the fact that they kind of are taking care of things behind the scenes legally, whether they're talking to their lawyer and they're letting the lawyers do the work, whether they're filing or whatever. But there's some other things that they might actually not be allowed to speak up based on contracts that they have, not just NDAs, but some of the other things that they have signed.
To you that something like this is being pushed in front of some of the talents. I guarantee you that some of the talents have signed a document very much like this, similar to this, et cetera, because as an attorney, I can tell you that attorneys are lazy. They like to use templates, they do the same forms. So I guarantee you that a lot of the same language is probably going in front of the talent right now. Now, while this is not a talent contract, I did previously review a talent contract from VShojo. Now, a lot of people asked me to disclose that, to show that obviously there were confidentiality concerns, which there still are today, in terms of being able to identify who that was. And the individual asked me not to disclose it. Therefore, taking attorney-client privilege here, I'm going to say, hey, I'm not going to disclose that information at all whatsoever. But
I still want to see it. I still want to see it. For the love of God, I'm curious who it is.
I will say that I do see some things that are the same, and there's some points that I'm going to point out which are similar to the VShojo contract. So
umbrella of talent contracts is similar to employee contracts. Then there's a very big chance the court will treat talents as employees. There's always a chance that the court might do that. Don't get me wrong, but until we know what maybe some of the talents path forwards legally will be, until we see like maybe what some of their legal actions are going to be, until we get some of those legal filings, we're not going to be quite aware of what's going to be happening where. So I don't know if they're even going to try to take the employee route. It would be a smart idea, but at the same time, we're going to get into this. VShojo's really trying not to deal with that because they actually base their laws out of Washington State. Yeah, their employment laws are based out of Washington State. So the companies in California, business-wise, they're filing out of Delaware, which is common for several businesses out there. But it turns out they're trying to do their employment law out of Washington State, which is different laws to what California is. So there's some interesting things that I don't know if he brings up here, but he did bring up in his long form stream.
Pay attention to these clauses because these may be in some contracts with talents that you enjoy and that you love and that you follow. And also, there will be private information that is going to be redacted. So you're going to see that mainly in one slide, and that's to protect the privacy. Of course, I respect the privacy of the talents above all because I believe as a part of the VTuber community, as someone who loves the VTuber community, VTuber fans, they always want to put the talent first. That's something that VShojo was supposed to do, but they failed in that. But you know what? Legal mindset will not fail in trying to protect the talent first.
Bro, if you want, you can go check out his full live stream where he does break this down. But the idea is that several businesses will do this. So yes, they are based out of California, but from my understanding, several businesses will actually try to apply laws and jurisdiction within other countries, not other countries, but other states in order to benefit themselves. So that's actually a lot of what they did here was they hired a business attorney out of Washington State to apply those laws onto them. So apparently that is actually common practice. I don't know how this will all play out, but this is actually really interesting, and I am curious how this is going to play out more legally. I know this is more legalese, and as a layman, I have to require the assistance of an actual attorney. But I do find this stuff interesting. It feels like a giant chess match right now, and I'm curious where it all leads.
First. So here we go. This is a separation and release of claims agreement. So this is the form. Now, this is not the agreement for employment. So it's not the employment agreement. This is actually separation agreement. So this is what you would get them to sign at the end of their employment. So why this is relevant right now is because you would want all of the talents on the way out to sign an agreement like this. Some of them may have already signed this and may have already been out. Some of them may have not. Some of them may have refused to sign. They may have come to an impasse. But certainly, most of the employees, which is what we're dealing with today, would have signed this. And one reason why you haven't heard a lot is probably because they signed this. And once you see the clauses, you're going to understand why they haven't spoken up. So this is obviously between VShojo, which is a Delaware corporation. Many corporations formed in Delaware, very common. Now, lately, the Delaware law has been not so good for corporations, but historically, it has been predictable at least. So they've been, a lot of corporations are formed in Delaware. And then, of course,
and I did see when this first came out that, oh my God, they're in Delaware. How is this possible? This is common practice for corporate laws. You can hear a bunch of companies actually are based out of Delaware. Some of them have been leaving recently, mainly due to the X lawsuits, if you guys have been following anything on that. So it's not that ridiculous to think of a corporation having it based out of Delaware. That's not out of the realm of possibility.
The talent, which is, or the employee rather, which is blocked out. So you see here, what this does is it says, hey, after this agreement is signed, you're no longer an employee. You can't say you're an employee. This is effectively a termination. So the termination is as of the date of this agreement. So they can argue that before this agreement, they were still employed by VShojo and they were not formally terminated. I cannot say the date, but let's just say it's in the recent past. That's good enough. It's within the scope of time, probably in which VShojo was not paying its bills and not paying talent. I can say that safely because they weren't paying the talent for a very long time. Further, you've got terms like return of property. So this is something pretty common. Many of you probably see this. If you ever get terminated from a job or you have to leave, you probably have to return stuff like your badges, your codes, your laptops, computers, mobile phones, all that other sort of stuff. But the one thing that's interesting to me is electronically stored documents and files or physical files. So an interesting thing is to me, did they require them to send back logs, to send back chats? What was assets? You know, what sort of assets or other things were required to send back? Things that weren't completed, things that were halfway through, things they could have used, because remember, VShojo is unique in that the talents own the IP. So were there things that were almost ready to go to the talents, ready to go to Iron Mouse or Kazon or somebody else that they took back? Probably.
I'm willing to, it is a possibility. What he's laying out there is probable that they had assets that they were going to give to some of the talents. What I'm willing to bet when it comes to the electronically stored documents that or files or things like that, I'm willing to bet that's more on the file of maybe some financial records or some other records that they just don't want out in the public and that you probably shouldn't have a hold of. That's where my mind naturally is going to be going there. Maybe some other contracts to help get somebody here or here, maybe some of their marketing. Granted, it also doesn't really shock me that they might have a bunch of electronically stored files and documents, because if you remember back to the Nintendo Mutant Do, whatever the fudge you want to call his name, he openly said they don't have actual offices. They didn't have real offices out there. So the idea that maybe a lot of people would have these electronic files, maybe a PDF form or something like that, that they need to be transferring back and forth, that they don't really have in a good storage system. Yeah, that actually doesn't really shock me to think that that might be going on. And it might not just be assets for some of the talents.
There's also a bunch of representations in here, which are interesting, that the employee isn't suing them, hasn't filed any claims, hasn't filed any sexual harassment or discrimination or abuse claims. These are very interesting. And also any claims for wages, because we know, and this is a very interesting fact, that separate from all this, there were allegations of misconduct, workplace misconduct. We're talking uncomfortable situations, which could have been based on just what the information out there, we can't say for sure, but could have potentially been sexual harassment or workplace power situations, maybe.
What he's saying right now, and this also goes to, as Ombro calls him, Ish Person 1, because this is being clipped out for a YouTube video, and I'm trying to be at least a little nice here and understand my censoring. There's new information that did come out about Ish Person 1, MTD, that he was very much getting friendly with non-talent individuals in this clip, and pressuring them to do some things that are untoward. Now, it wasn't in the sexual manner, I will say that, but it was not okay to be doing, and it revolves around a certain Colombian sugar ingestion that he would pressure people in order to partake in, allegedly, according to this one VTuber. So yeah, if there are power dynamics and power disparities going on, I'm willing to bet it's going from one way. We also have the claims from, I believe it's Veibe's boyfriend. It's either Veibe or Neander's boyfriend. I can never remember which one it is, but Aethel openly talked about how a lot of them would actually force you and continue to force you to drink copious amounts of alcohol. Granted, that was in non, business settings, that would be out at parties and stuff. So some of that might actually be able to take in part here, but also we have had a lot of comments about creepiness from Ish Person 1 and potential bad touches and bad things going on. Again, I do remember that Veibe tweet that she did delete, probably rightfully so, but it's still questionable.
Quid pro quo, some sort of weird situation in the workplace. So this is interesting. So all of those employees that may have been intimidated or harassed may feel, hey, we signed a separation agreement, therefore we can't bring those. Now, the fun fact here, and this is something that should be reminded to many of the talents, is if they truly broke the law, if they truly went out there and committed crimes, committed harassment, labor violations, no agreement is going to protect them from that. And just because they offered you a little bit of money, and we're going to see here the amount of money, that's not enough to buy them out. That's not enough to get them out. So from those type of claims. So let's continue here.
That's also true if they did touch you inappropriately or force you to do anything. Those are always against the law. Again, he goes further into this within the actual live stream itself, but he talks about, hey, if they discriminated against you on the basis of sex, gender, any sort of employment status, your disability, your race, anything like that, you can still bring a claim. Just because you're leaving the company doesn't mean you can't sue them. They're not allowed to prevent themselves from getting sued for any discrimination or any bad conduct.
So here we go. The separation benefits. So this is interesting. For every contract, you have to have what's called consideration. You have to have something of value exchanged. So right here is a lump payment of $6,600, right? Which would be paid no later than 6 days from the separation date or 6 days from the weekend or federal holiday after. So, it's a modest payment. I mean, that's a reasonable payment, not a massive amount of money, not 100,000 or 50,000 or 20,000. Probably about a month, 2 months, or 3 months. I don't know how much they're paid, but a couple months of labor. Typically, most terminations or separations will give you a month or two, and maybe 3 of wages. So that.
If you're getting, okay, let me tackle that right there real quick. If you're getting $6,600 and that's potentially your 2 months worth of wages, if not 3 months worth of wages, you're getting paid about the same amount as I am. And I'm a blue collar worker at one of the bottom rungs of my actual day job. I'm sorry, what the heck were you actually doing there to get paid that amount? And that doesn't seem like a decent amount of money right there. If that's like essentially 3 months worth of payments, that's about the same amount that I would make in 3 months. That's that's kind of small to compared to what I'm thinking, especially for a company that's based again out of California. Yes, maybe corporate wise they're based out of Delaware, but this is a California company. Wouldn't you be paying out a little bit more even for your everyday employees just because of the actual living expenses that are required within California? This doesn't feel right when I see that amount of money, and I feel like somebody should actually be getting paid a whole lot more. So I am actually taking a little bit of a umbrage with that amount of money because it just that doesn't seem realistic.
Would fall in line there. Also talks about continuing to pay healthcare. And very importantly, at the bottom here, which is one of the reasons why a lot of people sign these agreements, is because they want a letter of recommendation. So what this says here is they will not give a recommendation, but they will confirm employment with the employer. Now, what's interesting here is a lot of people are, they want a good recommendation. They want something coming out there. Listen, it's not worth it from VShojo. And second of all, that's what they're legally required to do. An employer is legally required to just confirm you work there and the dates you work there. They don't have to say anything else, right? And there can be problems if they disparage you, if they say something negative about you, particularly if that's not true. There can be massive issues with that. So while a lot of people want that, they want to be on good terms, they're not giving you much more than is legally required, which
I actually didn't know this, and I'm sorry for cutting him off. He again goes deeper into this during his actual live stream. I didn't realize that it's actually not, common for employers to come out here and say even good things about former employees. They'll just say, yes, he worked for us. Because even when they say good things about former employees, that can have negative ramifications. So I actually was not aware of that when I was first going through this. And I didn't realize that companies are legally required already to come out here and say, yes, you worked with us. I never knew that. I was actually unaware. Plus, I haven't actually seen a contract in which they would say anything like this. But I mean, that was just a fun little tidbit that I was unaware of at all. So,
once again, in a lot of these contracts, you think they're giving you something, but they're really giving you a nothing burger. Beyond that here, they're saying, hey, we're giving you benefits that are in excess. We're giving you more than you're entitled to, which is very interesting because there could be many things they're entitled to: overtime, materials, other things they were not paid for, not reimbursed for. So what they're trying to say is, hey, we're wiping out your claims for anything else we may owe you. So that's wiped out there. They're also giving a general release from claims. Now, once again, this is the big blockbuster, we are released from all claims, demands, actions, judgments, liabilities, expenses, blah, blah, blah. Every single contract out there in the world is going to have this waiver clause. I've written it 1,000 times, at least, not a million, but at least 1,000 times in contracts. Very, very, very standard. I don't think this would once again prevent them from any criminality or any regulatory action. Beyond that, there's a lot of other claims they try to get out of too. The Title VII. American with Disabilities Act, FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act, the Labor Standards Act, the Employee Retirement Income, the Civil.
This is what I was talking about earlier, but he's going through it. They try to get out of all these things like the sexual harassment. If you leave, we aren't entitled to, maybe some of the disparagement or some of the disabilities or, any sort of issues you're bringing up in regards to any of these. We're not entitled. We waive all these things and we're no longer at fault for it. No, you are. These aren't actually enforceable. And in fact, if they do, treat you poorly, I can't remember the term, but the disparagement or anything like that, or go against you for any of these things, you're still able to bring lawsuits based on discrimination. There is no denying that. So if they violate any of these things, you can in fact be brought up still under these lawsuits, okay? You could still file these. These could still be used against them. It's not like you just waved it away. It's not possible to do that.
Rights Act, the Worker Adjustment Act, the National Labor Relations Uniform Services, the Genetic Information Non-Discrimination Act, the Immigration Reform Act, the Texas Labor Code, the Whistleblower Acts in Texas and elsewhere, in Washington as well. We'll talk about Washington law later. A lot of these things that they are saying they're getting out of, they cannot actually get out of. If they truly violated those, even this agreement, they could come back on. So a lot of this is to make you believe that you're out of it, but whether or not that's actually effective, that is up to a court, and a court could decide, hey, no, you crossed a line, and in fact, we're going to hold you liable under those acts. They're also saying, hey, we're releasing all claims for compensation, tort damages, sick pay, any other attorney's fees, and trying to get out from anything. But what they even acknowledge here is, hey, in their own contract, they say, hey, there are certain types of claims and civil actions and enforcements, according to government agencies or courts, that you cannot get out of. And there are certain claims that cannot be waived by law. So even in their own contract, they tell on themselves. They really say, hey, there's certain things that can be claimed by law. And in fact, many of the things above, some of those can't entirely be disclaimed by a simple waiver, especially if the behavior was negligent or egregious. And in the case of VShojo, we may very well have negligent, egregious behavior. We've seen that with the leaks that are getting out there where, hey, it's looking like Gun Run knew. They knew. The leadership knew. At what point does it become grossly negligent, extremely negligent, and or even willful, and just totally void this waiver, right? And that
there's probably a whole lot that's voided within this waiver. The fact that they have you even coming out here trying to say that you waive this away, but then ultimately admitting that, hey, it actually doesn't work like that. That's insane to me. And even when it comes to some of the alleged things, like there's a lot of people that apparently knew what was going on behind the scenes, and potentially one of the talents that is not confirmed. I will not say that talent's name. All I will say is discovered that a talent was dating one of the executives and more than likely knew what was going on there. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Was not expecting that little factor to come out.
That is a very good question. Next, they say, hey, you knowingly read this. You had your attorney look at it, right? You know what's going on here. That is something that is very, very important. You have ability to consult an attorney, because otherwise it would be under duress, right? But an even more important part here is non-disparagement. This is huge. And this is why a lot of the talents are probably wanting to stay silent, because they're looking at this covenant here, this promise where the employee agrees that they will not at any time, there's no expiration date on this, forever and ever, make, publish, communicate to any person, entity, or any public forum. That will be Twitter, X, that will be YouTube, that will be Twitch, that will be any other platform, saying anything defamatory or even disparaging. So disparaging can be true. Comments, statements concerning the employer's business or any employees now or in the future. So for example, if they were sexually harassed by an employee, they're expecting them to stay silent? No, you don't have to. And this non-disparagement clause is what I hope that all the talents are speaking to their attorneys about, because what is non-disparagement is in the eyes of the beholder. What Gun Run may not want you to say, well, maybe you can say it because it was in fact illegal. Now,
I'm going to pause it here before we keep moving on, because that non-disparagement agreement, that actually might be what a lot of these girls are under, like the NDAs, some of the non-disparagement, some of the things they weren't allowed to go out there and say. If that's what the employees were under, imagine what the talents were under. Again, Silver Veil said her mother was even given an NDA. Think how strictly those were. Then simultaneously, when it comes to some of this stuff, and I don't know if he's going to get into this here, but he does get into it within the live stream itself. Again, I'm pimping out his live stream. Go check it out. He openly talks about how they basically give themselves permission, though, to attack you constantly, to deride you, to spread slander, to attack you. You have no ability to defend yourself or call it out. You cannot go out there and say anything against what they are saying. That goes to the non-disparagement clause, that goes to the NDAs, that goes to everything. They were putting everybody under these things. And that goes again back to what they treated Silver Veil with. Vebe, Nyanners, going around there hiring a bunch of 4chan people, Mountain Dew, hiring a bunch of 4chaners to go around there and spread a bunch of lies and misinformation about them and disparage them. They weren't being allowed to fight back. Now it turns out even their own employees were under the same things. It wasn't just the talents, it was even their employees.
Here's a big one, and this is a giant one, which may or may not also be in the talent contracts. Jurisdiction, venue, and governing law. They put it under the law of Washington. That's very interesting, guys. Why would they put this under the law of Washington when they are a California company? Well, there's a reason for that, and that's because of choice of law. VShojo chose Washington over California because Washington has more favorable, less restrictive laws in California. The employment requirements are less. The wage and hour requirements are less. The non-compete clauses are okay in Washington. They're not okay in California. California has a broad prohibition against them. And despite all this choice of law, despite all this wrangling and Gun Run's little tricks that his team put together, you can't escape some mandatory California labor laws even with this clause. But it indeed shows they were trying to be tricky with their choice of law. While they don't have any office there, their headquarters is in California, they decide to apply Washington law. Very interesting. Forum shopping, as we call it there. Going on here, there's no...
I am curious how that all plays out, because I was not aware of this, but they were forum shopping. There is a good chance that some of the girls are going to be forum shopping. It really depends on where they want to bring these lawsuits. Logically, they would probably want to bring it within California if you actually sit there and think about it, because again, those would be very favorable towards them. But when it comes to, like, Iron Mouse or Kason, depending on what they want to do, they could want to maybe bring Kason might want to bring in California. There's a chance Iron Mouse might want to bring it over in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico, I think it was. No, I'm probably getting that wrong, but hey, that's me. I'm a dum dum. That is actually something really fascinating to me, and I would love to see more of that get like into delved into, because is it actually okay for them as a California based company to be bringing Washington law? I know I said that apparently a lot of companies do that, and that's something that even Legal Mindset said, because it's forum shopping. But is that actually legal, and how would these laws actually be applied? How does this all work out? I'm very curious here, and I'd like to see it. Real quick, Ombro, I do see that happening, and I don't know what the heck's going on there.
Admission of liability, so nobody's saying they're guilty. And this is very interesting. We have their attorney information, which is Odin Law at 4600 Marriott Drive, Studio 520 of Raleigh, North Carolina. So now we know their attorney. A lot of people have said, hey, their attorney was this, disbarred attorney or whatever, an attorney without a license. Well, no, they did have this drafted by these people. Now, the law firm, and I'm not disparaging them in any way, shape, or form, they look like a competent law firm. I've looked at their website. It looks fancy. I even think I may know somebody at that law firm potentially. I may have run into them at some point. But beyond that, they may have just gotten a template and filled out a template, which may be the case, right? That oftentimes is the case. So that's their attorney. They've got an attorney, Odin Law. And here's a very interesting one. If the employee breaches this, to the extent authorized by Washington law, the employee will be held responsible for payment of all reasonable attorney's fees that the employer incurred enforcing the terms. So what this means is they are attempting to threaten them with lawyers' fees if they do something like, for example, talk on X. That's one reason why all the talents are being careful. And I guarantee you, this clause is also in the agreements they're either trying to push in front of the VShojo talent or they already have, right? That is one that is definitely going to be there. So you can't modify this.
Think about that real quick. And I should have paused it. I was reading what you said there, Bro. But think about that, okay? That goes back to similar NDAs. You don't think some of the talents are under similar things? How would those NDAs be enforceable? Why are some of these girls still cautious about the NDAs? And I don't blame them for being cautious about the NDAs, but why do you think some of the stuff might not have been going out there that well? Why do you think some people weren't speaking up and, saying, oh my gosh, the company's evil, it's actually burning down and they're not paying us? Why do you think this was going on? To a lot of people that were out there saying, hey, why weren't you speaking up on this? Why weren't you coming out here saying anything? We need to prevent this from ever happening. You guys did the bad thing for not speaking up. In the contracts, even for employees, they were threatening that you would have to pay all the legal costs on us bringing charges against you, on us bringing claims against you, not charges, but claims, because this would be civil, not criminal. You would have to incur all the costs. Whether you win or lose, you'd still have to pay us all these costs. A normal person would look at that and go like, yeah, I can't speak because I can't afford that. I can't bring that. So, and I am calling a couple people out here. This is why people weren't breaking their NDAs, is because they were legitimately scared of this stuff. This is why people never spoke up. This is why people never fought back, because they were more than likely terrified of the fact that they could be brought into court and lose everything overnight. Based on just some of these laws. And these are for their employees. Think of how restrictive it was for the talents who they were willing to put mothers under NDAs for. Think about that and how that is actually going down there. That's insane to me that they were having these in the contracts, and the ramifications of that are nightmarish. No wonder people weren't speaking up. They were scared. They were being threatened.
By any other way, any other statements, any other method. And that's also very important, because what may happen here is a lot of times you may say, well, Gun Run told me.
Here, I'm going to go back real quick just because I did all that.
Is definitely going to be there. So you can't modify this by any other way, any other statements, any other method. And that's also very important, because what may happen here is a lot of times you may say, well, Gun Run told me in a DM, or maybe somebody told me somewhere else that this was going to be this way, right? Because they were probably promised something by other people and it just didn't pan out that way, right? Because a lot of times in staff situations, you'll have a manager tell you something, but that manager's verbal promise or email isn't really binding. What's binding is in a contract. So regardless of what they told you or promised you, talent first, right, guys? Talent first, right? That isn't necessarily how it will play out in the reality. And last but not least, we have the signature block. So you guys know this is legit. We have the signature block for VShojo and for the employer. So guys, This has a lot of potential value for the VShojo talent that may be trying to sign this, and also for employees in the past. What do you guys think about the contract? Do you think it's crazy? What do you think it is? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one.
I think it's more crazy than what it might seem right now for a lot of you guys. And again, go check out his videos, check out his live stream. It was a whole lot more in depth. He actually delved into this. It is interesting to see this, and it is interesting. I don't know, compared to some of the other VShojo topics out there, Mountain Dew and some of the other things that people could be talking about, this is contract law, and contracts get very, very boring. They're not that fun, and having somebody explain a contract to you is a whole lot easier than anything I could ever do, because I'd be looking at it and go like, I don't get it, I'm dumb. But the reason why this was actually important is, one, the non-disparagement, two, where they were deciding to position themselves for legal action and stuff like that, and then three, the threats. That little part there, the threat of, hey, if you speak out against us, if you violate this in any ways, you are going to be held liable, and you will potentially incur all this debt. You will potentially incur the blowback on us. And you have to think, that was for their employees. What's in the talents contracts? And we already have statements from Iron Mouse and some hints from other people. They were going out there and changing contracts after you sign it. How much worse could it be? And how much damages was VShojo trying to impose on their own talents? Talent first, my ass. But hey, I'm gonna leave this one here. We'll cover more VShojo stuff as it comes up. And I got that. How does the California court react to Delaware laws at a California-based company, says Owen Bro? Well, so that's mainly for financial reasons and financial stuff. So like a lot of corporations do that. You can even take a look at like Facebook, for example. Facebook is based out of Silicon Valley over in California. But they're actually like their financials and stuff like that, again, is based out of Delaware. That's over there. So all that stuff's actually over in Delaware right now. And they do that because of a bunch of the corporate laws that Delaware has that is very favorable for a bunch of these companies, whether that's tax bases or any of those things. A bunch of companies love to do that over there and incorporate over in Delaware because of those benefits. And it usually really does favor the corporation over like somebody else. Now, a lot of that is changing ever since some of the X lawsuits that were going on and some of the things Elon Musk was dealing with that was just nightmarish and insane. But because of how well those Delaware laws are, they usually do work in favor. Like that, you get a lot of corporations over there. I'm just waiting for VShojo to go bankrupt. Oh, I am too, bro. I am too. But it's going to be a while. This is going to be a long, drawn-out process. And it's not going to be done overnight. I was listening to a Legal Mindset actually cover the MTD thing before I did that, his Fast Facts, when I was watching his stream on that. He openly said, like, this could take 1.5 years at the earliest. Like, we're going to be in this for a while. They're not going to be able to file bankruptcy anytime soon, especially with them coming out here saying, oh my God, we can't afford bankruptcy. So it's going to be a long one, okay? It's going to be a long one, so buckle up. Hopefully, we'll see some changes coming in the horizon or some of the new stuff there. But in the meantime, just wait every second. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This is disturbing AI. I'm going to show you. I'm sorry for torturing you guys with this. I was quickly checking X. This is disturbing AI. When is the IRS going to break VShojo's doors down? I don't know, bro. I don't know, but I'm getting kind of tired of Gavin Newsom's press secretary because they're not that funny. But Gavin Newsom meets little Munchkin Trump. Gavin Newsom press office. This isn't as funny as what he might think it is. And it's kind of creepy, actually, when you look at it, because it's AI. And we all know Trump is taller than Gavin Newsom. This isn't cool. This is kind of cringe. Like, even when Trump was doing the AI stuff with him and Elon Musk, I was thinking that was kind of cringe then. So yeah, this isn't actually as cool as you think it is. It's actually kind of dumb. One other thing, I do want to show this off. Because I kind of laughed at this. Destiny has no balls. Okay, before we get into the next topic, Destiny has no balls. This gives me small PP energy. Yeah, that does give me small PP energy. I think they're trying to dunk on him because of everything. And I see Cloud saying bitch LOL. Dude, you're weird. I'll take care of you later in bed. Don't worry. But anyways, I got something for you. Speaking of small PP energy, Destiny has no balls. Okay. The Destiny, the pedo dude, the dude with sex pestiny, all that stuff, he has no balls. Because I saw this before stream. So Destiny and Taylor Lorenz were talking on the chorus stuff and all that dark money stuff that's going on right now. They were discussing that. This happens on Destiny's own stream, by the way. So why don't I show you guys this?
I would reserve all of my exclusive reporting material for them. That means I'm not using it for a podcast. That means I'm not using it for social media.
Taylor, I love you. Listen,
Steven, don't interrupt.
You know, well, I've signed a lot of these contracts, and you're doing this game. You're doing the game.
If you keep interrupting me, we're not going to have a conversation.
Okay.
Are you going to let me finish speaking, or are you going to keep interrupting me?
Okay, go ahead.
Please let me finish my thought before you interrupt me again.
Go for it.
There are many reasons.
We'll keep playing it. But he's slow. I'm going back. Watch him change. Watch his demeanor and position change. Just watch him.
For them. That means I'm not using it for a podcast. That means I'm not using it for social media.
Taylor, I love you. Listen,
Steven, don't interrupt.
You know, well, I've signed a lot of these contracts, and you're doing this game. You're doing the game.
If you keep interrupting me, we're not going to have a conversation.
Okay.
Are you going to let me finish speaking, or are you going to keep interrupting?
That's defeated. That's defeated. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's defeated Destiny right there. Taylor Lorenz, a schizo of schizo proportions. Psycho Woman of the Year only wants Hassan's dingle dangle to go down her throats. Man, I've seen her on other like back and forths because she goes on Pierce Morgan from time to time, and it's always just holy shit, shut the fuck up, woman. You're making yourself look insane. I've never seen a situation like this where Destiny is backing down to Taylor Lorenz on his own show. Look how defeated he is. Look at his fucking face right now. Look at this man. And you heard it in his voice. Okay. Yeah, he's weak. Taylor Lorenz, the schizo woman who doxes people, got Destiny to go like, okay, I'm sorry for interrupting you. This is the world we live in right now. What is going on here? You lost to Taylor Lorenz. You do deserve to hold your head down in shame, you weirdo. Already you're just out there, and people, I'm more shocked that people even want to talk to you at all. But motherfucker, you lost to the easiest dumb bimbo there is out there. The oldest millennial in existence. The millennial that is aged out of millennial dumb, but is still considered a millennial. You lost to her.
Okay, go ahead.
Please let me finish my thought before you interrupt me again.
Go for it.
There are many reasons why we're not publishing this material directly. All I can tell you, you don't agree with many of them, and you can litigate them with me all day and do debate stream, whatever. It is ultimately unproductive because the result is the same, which is that I am not publishing the direct source material. Now, people can choose before you interrupt and freak out, okay? I would...
You thought he lost when another man took his wife? Weasel, I'm not going to sit there and disagree with you. I'm not, bro. I'm not disagreeing you at all with that statement. But here's the thing. At least then he still would come out here and at least fight. He still would come out here and go like, no, listen, this is my stream. And then do the whole like the freaking filibuster, scream, shout. I've never seen him go like, okay, yeah, okay. Especially to a chick like Taylor Lorenz. He'd easily be able to beat up Taylor Lorenz beforehand. But now look at him. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm not gonna interrupt you, Taylor Lorenz. You're bigger and stronger than me. How far has Destiny fallen? Destiny, the ultimate fanboy. Well, you know, the only way for Destiny to right the ship right now, I know it's nearly impossible, and I can't believe I'm coming out here and giving him advice, but here, Destiny, I'm going to give you advice to save your career and to make yourself a better person right now, okay? At least in the eyes of the lefties. Become trans. There you go. There's the winning move. Say I'm Destiny now and I'm trans. I'm keeping the name too. It's no longer Stephen Burnell II. I'm Stephanie. I'm Stephanie J. Burnell II. Or the first. That's how you do it, that's how you have to do it, Destiny, because you lost to Taylor Lorenz. She whipped out the biggest, blackest strap on and shoved it down your throat. All the clips that came out from Destiny's own podcast there is so fucking pathetic. It's so pathetic. Quick TV, I've received documentation from an unnamed source that says Taylor, it was 63. Yeah, becoming a trans furry would give him more sympathy. It would. And I love watching the fallout from the I'm not even gonna lie here. I love watching the fallout right now from all the dark money shit that Taylor Lorenz put out there, because it's so beautiful watching how vicious these guys are getting at each other. It's so funny to watch. Hassan doxed everybody within Progressive Victory live on stream. That includes Xander Hall, Wick TV, a bunch of other people. They all got doxed live on Twitch recently. That's fucked up. Bro needs to stop. But I'm sitting here like, oh my God, it's so funny to watch this all go down. One freaking report from Taylor Lorenz, a woman that nobody should ever hold in high regard, managed to burn it all down because none of you guys wanted to admit the truth that there is a money issue within the lefty sides. Like her entire article was bogus because it's just her crying that Hassan wasn't a part of it. That's the only reason Hassan's even defending her, because she openly goes like, Hassan should have been involved in this. Hassan needed to be involved with this, but he's not going to be involved with this because he doesn't pull the Democratic tide. Oh. And then all these other lefties are like freaking out, going, no, this group is good. We're doing the good thing. We're gonna be the right by giving everybody money, because we can't do it alone and we gotta prop each other up because nobody wants to watch us and we're all likable freaks. Then you have people like me over here like, yeah, we knew Progressive Victory was doing this. We knew Progressive Victory was actually paying out a bunch of content creators, and none of these content creators were actually reporting on it or actually admitting to it. You know, Wick TV, Xander Hall. We learned all about that stuff, and then you dig deeper. You get into like individuals like Harry Sisson, for example. You guys know about Harry Sisson. You know, that really weird lefty soy boy dude that goes around saying, oh, I'm peak masculinity, that had a bunch of girls come out and say that, oh my God, he used his power and position to try to get inappropriate material from us. Yeah, him. Turns out he was actually propped up by Midas Touch. Midas Touch is another leftist organization that goes around and actually, you know, props people up and tries to, you know, make them popular and famous while they try to tear down others. They try to tear down Joe Rogan, but nobody actually listened to that. So yeah, there's a lot of those dark money things that do go on over on the lefty sphere, and it's so funny to watch them all freak out because Taylor Lorenz just basically said, yeah, there's dark money problems over here. She's on their side. It's only because she's thirsty for Hassan that this all happened. It's so funny. I love it. I love watching it all go down. It's so funny. Dermy was having an orgasm from this whole fiasco. Oh, bro, yes, I am. You want to see just some of the funniest shit out there? Just go to Yeet. Seriously, go to Yeet on Twitter and just watch some of the soying out. Just watch some of the people freaking out. Like, I have this from David Pakman. I have this. Minute and 14. David Pakman calls out the online left, explains how they differ from his politics. I no longer believe we are all a part of the same movement. There's the governance-focused big tent win election and pass laws left where I am. Then there's the purity test left.
have not changed in terms of my views. What has changed, as I pointed out yesterday, is I no longer believe we are all part of the same movement. There's the governance-focused, big tent, win elections and pass laws left. That's where I am. And then there's this purity test left. The ones who don't really care if we lose and sometimes seem to like it so they can say, I told you so, as long as they feel morally untainted. They treat compromise as corruption. They think we need a better media ecosystem must mean install CIA-approved thought leaders or something like that. So maybe we were never really part of the same movement. If I've been red-pilled about anything, maybe it's that. We overlapped when convenient, and that was it. But I'm not getting red-pilled. I'm done pretending that everyone with a left-wing label is on the same page. You can stand for progress in a lot of different ways. You can want change without torching everyone who's only 98% on your side. But no, I am not having a political awakening. I am not the next Dave Rubin. None of that is happening.
I love watching these guys do this right now. And Yeet's a lefty. I can tell you right now, he's pretty much a lefty. It's pretty obvious that he's kind of lefty and he's like an XQC kind of guy. But outside of that, I love watching this because they call us a fucking cult. Okay, they call us a fucking cult. They never wanted to deal with this because they must beat Trump. They must beat the orange trout man. They must destroy him and win. That is their prerogative. They must do it at all costs. And now it's like, you guys are never going to side with each other. You all believe just massively different fucking things. You are all awful, awful individuals. You are all atrocious people. Fucking Hassan's big claim to fame is, I talk about Asmongold all the time. This is so retarded. Asmongold says he would be down to take a Fox News sponsorship if... Wait, what is this? Explains how it's different than taking money via the chorus pack. Wait, what? I just love this. What? You know what? No, we're gonna watch this. We're gonna check this out real quick. Then we're gonna hit the next topic. But this is Asmongold saying he's fine with taking Fox News sponsorship because it's not chorus.
Would you take a Fox News sponsorship at the corner of your screen if they didn't tell you what to say? Would I take a Fox News sponsorship if they didn't tell me what to say? It depends on how much they'd pay me. I mean, like, I'd take a sponsorship if they'd pay me a lot of money, sure. But, you know, again, like, I don't really think that I wouldn't really give a shit about that. It'd have to be a lot of money, especially with, like, you know, something kind of big like that. But yeah, that was at least, yeah, why not? I wouldn't care. I mean, the thing is that if you're trying to compare it to, like, that chorus thing that happened where, like, all those content creators, those, like, Democrat content creators got caught, you know, taking money in some cases. I'm sure probably in some cases not. You know, I think the problem isn't, like, I don't think anybody has issues with sponsors, right? I mean, I guess actually that's not true. There are people that do have issues with sponsors.
Really depends on the sponsor. I'll actually tackle that real quick. You know, you end up seeing a sponsorship from, you know, Better Health. I do start questioning your actual authenticity and your efficacy there, because Better Health is not a good company and has been leaking out people's personal information based on their, like, you know, their needs and their status on a lot of that stuff. So if you are taking like a Better Help sponsorship, I do question your actual efficacy and stuff like that. So I will agree with him there. I'll also say if you took a Fox News thing, you probably would be told you can't talk about this, this, or this, because that's how Fox News are.
And they don't like sponsors. They think sponsors are bad. But I think the main reason why it happens is it's the dishonesty of it. And people don't like to be misled. They don't like to think something that they're looking at organically was actually created and put there on purpose in order to make money. And so whenever they find out that something like that is fake, I think it really damages the you know, the willing suspension of disbelief. It's like kind of like whenever you're watching a magic trick and then you see, you know, the magician's hand go behind his back and then pull, oh, there's a second rabbit. Oh, okay, right? And so for a lot of people, that kind of ruins the, you know, the fucking not spectacle of it. It ruins the mystique of it.
I'm sorry, what? I was following him. I was following him there. And then I completely lost him. I completely lost what the fuck he was saying there. I'm sorry, what? The mystique of what? I'm so confused. Here, I have one more if I could find it. Just one more. If I didn't pass it already, because I think I already passed it. Fuck. Yeah, I already passed it. Damn it. I already passed it. There was one other that I wanted to react to, which was Anna Kasparian calling out Hassan. Anna Kasparian called out Hassan and said, you treat your uncle like shit. That's why I hate you. Oh, it's right here. It's right here. Anna Kasparian calls out Hassan for being audience captured and mistreating Cenk Uygur. I want to watch this because I love watching Anna Kasparian just shit all over Hassan.
Hassan being a slave to his audience.
Yeah.
Is this kind of like a big sister moment, like tough love, or are you guys actually beefing?
No, we're actually beefing. I think he treats his own uncle like shit, and it pisses me off. I love Cenk, and he's such a kind-hearted, good person who's
he's kind of shitty.
Given Haas opportunities, which led to his career being what it is today.
Right.
The way that he trashes his own uncle is like not being pure enough. Like, it was pretty infuriating to me. And I think he does do it because he is afraid of his audience. His audience consists of that faction of the left that I was talking about, where you have to be 100% pure. If you don't fully accept birthing person terminology, then you must be anti-trans. Like, that's the group we're talking. By the way, sometimes Haas slips.
Sure.
And
he's streaming all the time. You're going to slip.
Yeah, but what I mean by slips is he'll slip about like, oh, these leftist purity chirpers, right? And
so
it's
he'll
like,
say something that you agree with.
100%. Yeah. So it's like, whatever. I don't know. I have less respect for people who are caught in this like doom loop of audience capture.
Right.
You like, either you tell the truth or you don't. You either share what you actually think or you don't.
Hassan doesn't give a fuck. Hassan only cares about himself. Bro, there's a goddamn clip of him being told you shouldn't drink like Diet Coke or something like that. You shouldn't drink this particular soda anymore because it's they support Israel or they're part of this Israel thing and blah blah blah. He goes like, no, I'm not gonna do it anymore. He's just laughing at it. But he goes out there, shits on Israel all the time, then is always caught basically not following what he's going out there and telling people to follow. He's been caught so many times. He's the biggest fucking grifter out there. Anti-capitalist, super pro-capitalism for himself, though. I fucking hate these people. That's why I love watching him eat himself alive. Anna Kasparian's I'm saying this, okay? And I believe it. Anna Kasparian's the best one just because she's not entirely retarded. She's still retarded. Don't get me wrong. She's still incredibly retarded. But it's like that small little bit of her is like, well, I'm not that retarded. So it's like, okay, you're the best one. You're the tallest retard. You're the smartest retard out of them all. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, I said the Anna Kasparian one was going to be the last. I said that. And then I just saw this. From Cheapy Doki. Guys, I just found out my mic has been facing the wrong way for years. And that's why I sound so bad. Just figured out which way it's supposed to go. Anyways, I hate it here. VTubers are all girl failures. They're all girl failures. And I love them all the same. They're all girl failures. Just how? how on earth is that real? How do you make it so that you can't, that you're not even freaking like speaking into the mic right? Finally, someone dumber than Dermy. Hey, Cloud exists. Remember her "I'm literally better than you" speech when Trump won? Yeah, but then she became a whole, like, then she got, you know, assaulted. Then she got assaulted. I was like, you know, and then she met a Trump supporter she liked. So there's that. But okay, we got another one. Okay. I got another topic I need to hit real quick, because I saw this going around the other day and I didn't know much about it. I just saw clown cosplay person, and that's about it. I kind of walked away because I thought maybe this was about my buddy Cloud, who has this weird clown fetish. So I thought maybe that was what this was about, and I just, you know, decided to ignore it because I was too busy with my day job and other stuff in Final Fantasy 14. But no, this was actually a topic. This was a real thing. The threat was allegedly directed at energy drink company GamerSup. So, leftist influencer charged threatening to boom boom an anime convention because of GamerSups. Because of GamerSups, they threatened to go out there and boom boom an anime convention. So cosplay influencer Kit Nobel arrested for threatening to boom boom rival at Texas anime convention over energy drink dispute. And I'm just getting some of this stuff before we go too far into this, but a popular cosplayer was arrested on Sunday after she allegedly threatened to boom boom a rival stall at an anime convention in Texas while they were arguing about gamer supplements online. Kendra Noel Manning, a 25-year-old cosplayer, better known as Kit Noel, or Kit Noel, whatever, online, was charged with making a terroristic threat to impair public services, a third-degree felony that could see her exchange her whimsical cosplay outfits for an orange prison jumpsuit for the next decade if convicted. And listen, guys, she's obviously not that great of a cosplayer because, look, she looks fantastic from this angle with that amount of makeup. But then you see this angle, and I'm focusing on this angle. She starts looking like a balloon. It looks like maybe a pillow, you know, something like that. And, well, I'll be honest, I'm not going to cry over it. But we got a fast facts. GamerSups turns cosplayer into criminal. Fast facts from Legal Mindset. This is only 8 minutes and 15 seconds long, but we're going to see this just to get some of the fast information on this, because what the hell is happening right now? I will say before we go too far into this, don't go threatening to boom boom your rival for the whole craziness of all this. Why the hell are you doing this? Why the heck is this even a real? Alpha Omega will take you up on that.
Has triggered a unhinged cosplayer into committing terrorism. We're going to get that today on Legal Minds, where we teach you to be your own judge. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, and this is a fast facts version, the quick and dirty version of the latest in legal news. And this one was one as a person who's attended a couple anime and gaming conventions in the past, maybe a bit of a weeb. This one, I'm not a weeb, guys. I'm definitely not a weeb. Don't look at my background. Don't look at any of this stuff. I'm not a weeb. I haven't gone to an anime convention. Ignore any of me talking about my times at maybe Anime Matsuri or anything like that. I'm definitely never been to an anime convention. I'm going in here entirely like blinded and not knowing what I'm about to see. Definitely got my attention because there are a lot of unhinged things that go on in the anime, gaming, con world. But you know,
yes, I'll just say it. Yes. Okay. Ignoring my little BS that I did right there. There's people that walk around with signs saying "step on you" for $5. There's some weirdness within the full-on anime VTuber gaming world. There's some craziness there, and there are some people that need to know what deodorant is. I will also say that. But Yeah, there's some weird things there. I've seen some things that I wish I never saw. And yes, I do have a wife who lives.
Terrorism is typically not one of them. Typically, you're not facing up to 10 years in prison. We're going to get into that today. If you guys like these fast facts, make sure you like the video and drop a comment below. So what happened here? What's going on in this particular case? This involves a cosplayer named Kit Noel. Who got involved here in Texas. So who is Kit Noel? Well, Kit Noel is a cosplayer who has a decent following on TikTok. Of course, it's kind of easy to farm up on TikTok. Or
super easy, super easy to farm up on TikTok. Bros, if you go on TikTok, you get in that right algorithm of just the cosplay chicks. They're always attractive. It's super easy to farm guys that just want to see pretty girls or attractive girls caked up in makeup in, revealing positions. Yeah, it's super easy to farm up a following over there on TikTok. So seeing 115,000 followers on TikTok alone, I'm actually thinking that's a little too that's not a whole lot. Same with her Instagram followers, or is this her Threads? Yeah, this is her Instagram followers. This isn't a whole lot. She's actually kind of low on the grand scheme of cosplayers out there. There's some with millions and millions of followers. I'm not saying it's a hard grift over there, but it's a decent grift.
Instagram, you can see is much less followed, the likes down there. But you can also see her next con is the San Japan official con, which is the one that is at risk here. But you see, she had some sort of clout here. I would say she was just an average, knowing, cosplay models and whatever. Seems pretty average, standard, run-of-the-mill cosplay.
A little light, to be honest, a little low on the follower counts, if I'm going to be real honest with you right here, guys.
Player, you can see she's got some works here, doing anything from, ranging to, I guess, Hellgirl here to.
I'll say this, her Hellgirl, no, not bad. That's a good cosplay. This one right here is obviously Cloud's favorite. Again, I'm taking a shot at my good old buddy because he has a weird clown fetish.
Well, a more appropriate Joker-esque look here. So yeah, there's a lot of different looks, but I'd say she's an average cosplayer, pretty much normal cosplayer. Except for when it came to San Japan. Now, when it came to San Japan, she was not going to this convention, right, for the purpose of enjoying herself. This is, of course, in San Antonio. Enjoying herself with, wonderful cosplay, perhaps going to some panels. I love panels. Panels are great. Or, checking out cool stuff like the cool cars, the merch, etc. No.
There's a lot of cool stuff at Japanese conventions. And I saw some of the pictures from San Japan. I know my good buddy, Hayden Wayne, shout out to you, bro. He got to go to San Japan. There's some cool VTubers that were there. Kason was there. I do believe Zentreya was there. I'm trying to think. There's another one that's on the tip of my tongue that I know was there. Shondo. There's a lot of the cool VTubers that were there, and I might try to go next year. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to try to go because it looked like a fun time.
Oh, no. She was going to this convention in order to make terroristic threats. That's right. According to her arrest report, her last name is actually Manning, says she replied to an Instagram story posted by another booth. So there's another cosplayer who rented a booth near her and said and wrote, planting a bomb in their booth today.
It's a fucking anime convention. It's an anime convention. There's a lot of degen stuff there, okay? I see Alpha Omega in my chat say there's a lot of degen stuff, because there are a lot of degen stuff at anime conventions. They're fun, though. You go there to experience the fun and joy of it all. It doesn't matter what their politics are or what they support and what you support. You're going there to have a damn good time. I saw all sorts of crazy people at anime conventions, people I'd probably really disagree with and not want to, probably have a beer with. But you want to know what we had in common? We had in common our love of anime, my love of Gundam. I got to see so many people there just geeking out over Gundam. And I was like, oh my God, I'm at heaven. My love for Berserk. I saw several really good Guts cosplays with a fantastic Dragon Slayer sword. I was in heaven seeing that stuff. People go to these things to have a good time. We don't go to do this. Why would you ever even say this?
Yeah. Unhinged. And this was all because she disliked the gaming nutrition company, GamerSubs. That's right.
$5. I'm placing $5 on here, okay? Putting $5 down right now. Who wants to say she hated GamerSubs because of Kirsha? I'm putting $5 on that one. I'm putting $5 down on that one and taking that bet because there's so many weird schizos out there that hate GamerSubs because of Kirsha. I'm not even joking right now. That's a real thing. And if this is because of Kirsha, I'm gonna kind of be laughing. I'm going to probably laugh my ass off if this is because of Kirsha.
Right, blame Gamers Ups. The really horrible people who bring you Anime Girl Thigh, caffeine free, Bowberry, also caffeine free, and Foxley, which is also caffeine free. Yes, of course. This is absolutely the worst thing ever. It must go. The war on Anime Girl Thighs, on Bow, on Fox Girls. Yes, this is all very true. This is all very valid. No, of course not. You cannot threaten to plant a bomb in a booth because you simply do not like somebody's, gaming nutrition company. And yes, that gaming nutrition company has taken a stand on certain issues, or rather they've refused to be budged or refused to be canceled. They've kind of held the line. And, that's something that some people love them for. A lot of people.
I love them for that. In fact, them not wanting to actually remove Kirsha was a really good stance. I actually had criticisms for Kirsha when she was like, hey, I'm going to remove my affiliate, badge because I don't want to send them any more hate. I actually disagreed with her on that. I thought, keep it, because they're obviously not budging. I support Gamer Subs because they're out there supporting other people no matter what political affiliation they have. They have Tricky as one of the people that's affiliated with them and has a flavor associated with her. Tricky went out there and made some very bad comments in regards to our Orange Trout King. She said some things when the shooty happened last summer. She has gone out there and said things I greatly disagree with. There's many of people that work alongside GamerSubs that say things I highly disagree with. But you want to know what I support GamerSubs for? It's because they're not out there saying, hey, this person needs to lose this thing. And they're not bending down for the mob. Even if I disagree with Tricky, you want to know what basically makes them better? Is because at the same time, they'll support somebody like Kirsha. They'll also support somebody like Scoochon. They'll support somebody like Alana. They'll go out there and be like, yeah, we're on these people's sides. We're going to let them go out there and be a part of this. That's why I like them so much, is because no matter how many people they support that I disagree with, they are supporting people I do agree with, and they are backing them. And that's what I really like about that company.
Love them for. But of course, there are people that are extremely unhinged, can't control themselves. And this is an example of going too far. And it seems to me that we're seeing more and more and more of this. Like the instances of this really unhinged behavior is increasing because these sort of things are being normalized. We've talked about this with language on Twitch and other platforms where people are getting very used to defamation. They're getting very
son. Oh, sorry, guys. I had my allergies are starting to kick up. My things like that are, it falls quickly approaching. It's just allergies.
Very used to threats. They're getting very used to, making casual references to violence or ending somebody. Very, really horrible things that we should not be behaving that way at all, pretty much ever. But that's what.
I will say there's another person that I saw recently that said some things that you really shouldn't be out there saying. I do not support anybody out there saying any sort of violent rhetoric or trying to push violent rhetoric. I find it to be abhorrent and atrocious. And the fact that there are more and more people just finding it okay to come out there and say stuff like that, it is terrifying to me. It is something I think is a big problem in society. And we are seeing actual ramifications of things like this going on right now. It is a problem and it does need to be fixed in some way, shape, or form. That's not me saying, hey, ban people for saying stuff. It's more like, hey, we actually have a cultural problem right now that really does need to get fixed.
That's what's going on in a lot of these realms. And people like Kit Noel thought this was okay, or Miss Manning, if you want to call her that, thought this was okay. So of course she was booked into the Bexar County Adult Detention Center on 8/31 at 9:46. She's a white female, 4'11", a tiny one with 108.
Well, Gal has a win. Gal has a win, guys. This schizo is shorter than Gal. Gal's a solid 5 feet tall. Okay, this woman's only 4'11", so Gal has a win.
114 pounds, blonde or strawberry hair, hazel eyes. And here we have it, the charge, terroristic threats. So let's get into what that is, and let's look at that statute and what she's looking at. So here's the statute. This is Texas Statute Section 2207, and that says a person who commits an offense, if he, and by the way, the statute, it's gender neutral despite saying he, so he means he or she, whatever. A person commits an offense if he threatens to commit any offense involving violence to a person or property with intent to. So once again, a threat. So threatening to commit violence with intent to cause a reaction of any type to this type of threat by official or volunteer agency organized to deal with emergencies. So trying to cause, a stress on the 911 system or volunteers or firefighters or whatever else. Number two, place any person in fear of imminent serious bodily injury. Well, that definitely is a thing. That's for sure there. Next, prevent or interrupt the occupation of a room or place of assembly to which the public has access. Well, that could be a convention center. That could be considered that. Definitely number 2. Number 3, possible as well. Number 4, cause the impairment or interruption of public communications, public transit, public water, gas, or power supply. Not really catching it there. But number 5, which actually carries the highest penalty, says placing the public or substantial group of the public in fear of serious bodily injury.
Yeah. I think that one probably would apply right here. I think that one's probably going to be the one that she gets hit with because it's in Texas and they don't really F around with this stuff anymore because they're really tired of it.
Boom, we have it right there. The public is gathered, not just a single person under number 2, but the public is gathered at a convention. So number 5, it's risking a substantial group of people. And what is the penalty? Well, the penalty for this under the offense under section A4, A5, A6, and this was once again, if you go back and look at this is A5, right? You've got up to 10 years in prison. It's a felony of the 3rd degree. So 10 years in prison because you do not like gamer subs. I think we all need to take a deep breath. And I think we all need to think long and hard when we make these statements where we are threatening other people, we are defaming other people, we're attacking other people, and particularly something like a bomb. You do not joke about that. That's something you say. Good luck saying that in an airport. You'll know where you'll find yourself. And you shouldn't be able to feel free to say this on an Instagram post, whether you think that's okay in your private circle or not, or at home or whatever. You cannot say these things publicly. It's just not okay. And there is something going on, whether it is, a mental health crisis or just an escalation where this is happening more and more. And what we're going to see is we are going to see continual bookings in these mass events. And I will tell you right now, having been to anime conventions, I've been to gaming conventions, the people are usually lovely people. They're usually great. They're usually fine and fun, but this is how it gets ruined for everybody.
I'm not disagreeing with him at all right here. And I should have paused a little bit more there. Again, like anime conventions are where people come together and just have a grand old time because we all collide together with our love of a shared medium, our understanding of this particular medium, and our interest in it. Like, I can disagree with so many people, but the moment One Piece comes up, I start geeking out like crazy. The moment Gundam comes up, I start looking at that and go like, oh my god, that's one sexy looking Gundam right there. I freaking love Master Gundam or Unicorn Gundam or anything like that. Like I can go on for hours about Gundam and Gundam lore and Gundam like history and stuff like that. And I know somebody else is also going to be able to do that at the same time. That's why these conventions are so wonderful, is because people come together and you talk about that stuff. You engage with that sort of medium and you do make lifelong friends. When it comes to my buddy Kratos El Kratos, we met at Anime Matsuri. When it comes to Gal and I, we met at Anime Matsuri for the first time. Even my good buddy Kel, we met at Anime Matsuri. I have made great friendships at these cons. I have met so many people that I would never have met if it wasn't for going to some of these cons. And it is sad to see somebody willing to try to ruin that all because they are upset over a stupid little... And I'm not trying to disparage gamer subs here, but I'm just putting this into perspective. They're upset with somebody because they support a rival energy group, an energy supplement group. That's why you're wanting to do all this. That's why you went out there and made this threat, is because they're maybe affiliated with gamer subs or they support gamer subs and you have a problem with them. So you want to ruin all that. You want to ruin potential friendships, potential like-minded individuals coming together, all because you are upset with gamer subs. Let that sink in on how atrocious that is. And he is right. There is a large, weird swelling of just general animosity, anger, hatred, in a sense that it's okay to go out there and make threats like this, that it's okay to go out there and do harm on other people because of, let's not even mince words, okay? And I'm not trying to make this all about him, but he's the best example of this. People like Hassan out there who go around flagrantly and make all sorts of statements about how this person should be, harmed in some way, shape, or form. How he'll go out there and brandish a weapon. How he'll go out there and just dox hordes of people that he disagrees with. And I am pointing this out at Hassan, but it's not just Hassan. There's other people that do the exact same thing. But you always see just one little, simple line that they all always agree and they all always fall on one simple political side. I'm not trying to make this like all about that, but you can always see where they are. You can always see what they're interested in, and you can always see they're not mentally well. And we do have a problem here where we need to stop supporting this, and we need to stop promoting this, and we do need to, you know what, I'll be honest, I hope this woman gets 10 years in prison, because I do want that stuff to stop. I'm tired of the violence and escalation and all this. And for crying out loud, you're doing at a freaking anime convention. Kayson's there and people just want to have a good old time. That's all they want to do, is they want to join in their love of a medium that is honestly saying better stories right now than anything you're getting out of the West.
This is how the conventions go away, the fun stops, the gathering stops, because when these things start happening more and more and more, they're just going to have to say, okay, well, I guess we're not having an event, or okay, I guess we just can't do booths, or okay, we can't do XYZ, because these incidences are increasing. And it's largely, in many cases, because people are focusing on the politicization. So once again, if people could ramp down that politicization, the politics, I think that would go a long way. And certainly terrorism was not called for here. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you.
And I agree with him. And it is people that just focus so heavily on the politics because of the political aspect of all this. It's people that don't understand that we can agree to disagree, for crying out loud. I can look at you and say, you know what? I disagree on this economic system, and you can disagree with me on this economic system. But you know what we all love? We love Gundam. It's upside down. We love Gundam. We love things like that. We love coming together. We love talking about Tokyo Ghoul and how season 1 was fantastic and it just went downhill from there. We love talking about Yu-Gi-Oh!, My Hero Academia, what have you. We love coming together and talking about these things and expressing our love and appreciation and admiration for these particular topics. We love going around there and seeing Kayson, Zenshreya, Shondo. I do believe even Henya was walking around doing some streams there. We love talking about those things, and people that just focus in on the politics don't know how to have fun. They want to come out here and they want to ruin it for the rest of us. And when it comes to this girl, I don't know if she's posted bail yet or not. She has actually posted bail. Now that I'm looking at this, Manning was soon released on a $35,000 bond. So I actually do hope she gets that 10 years in prison. I do hope they slap her with the hardest amount there, mainly because 1, I want this stuff to stop, and 2, I like anime conventions and I don't want them to be taken away because of some schizos out there that want to freak out because somebody else supports a freaking gamer, somebody else supports a gaming energy supplement site that they don't like. Okay, that's what I want to do right now. But hey, that's my take on this situation right now, and we'll see where it goes. And that recording is done. For 11, she's gonna be a carpet muncher real quick in person. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Now I'm gonna have people just stacked on each other. I'm about to undeafen, and I need to take a piss. I need to take a big old piss. Okay, how you guys doing?
Welcome back.
Yeah. Kyle, did you enjoy my shots I took at you?
It's my ass.
Back shots.
No, I see he was not watching my stream live right then and there. I see that. Okay. I said that you were probably interested in that cosplayer that, sent that bomb threat.
Yeah, no.
What? She had some clown cosplays.
I don't give a fuck.
I disagree. Here, I'm logging into 14 real quick, and then I need to go run and take a PS.
PS?
Yeah, PS.
Pee out your ass?
No, I haven't had to do that in a while. I started changing my diet, so my diarrhea is pretty much gone.
Gee golly gosh.
You guys are the Devil's the one that brought it up, not me. Where did? Oh,
shit up.
Okay, I'm getting into Heaven's Word. I still need to watch the Heaven's Word video.
The intro trailer is great. Get you fired up. And since you're a Dragoon, it's appropriate. That was the, how do you put this? The focused class of that expansion.
I have to fix this. Not wait. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. You guys have fun with my chat for a second. I need to take a pee.
We're all gonna be silent. It's gonna be great.
What the fuck am I supposed to do now? Alright. Quest. Oh, for fuck's sake. Too far? There you go. All I had to do is tell me where to fucking go. Ooh.
Alpha Omega is asking why is Cloud still in twink mode? Because he is a twink. Okay.
Your mom's a twink.
Wouldn't that be a good thing?
Bazinga.
Wouldn't you want her to be, you know, hairless? Did you do any of the dailies?
No, I've been running story.
Sure.
Because I had to unlock one of the societies today.
Are you fucking for real?
No.
No, not you.
God, I needed to do. Nope, 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 nope. That had to quickly change my things over on Twitch and Kick. Or else they'll get mad. I do like the Ishgar music.
That's good stuff.
On ground, would you visit there? Wait, I'm gonna be doing a trial by combat?
Hey, lady, you're worthless. Leave me alone.
Okay. I'm gonna go stab somebody. Oh wait, no, I need to do before I do that. Shit.
Like, when the fuck did I get that quest? Right, yeah.
This right here. Bloodbath. Battle litany. You here. You here. Bloodbath is gonna go there. Elusive. I think this is the general rotation. So boom, 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 boom. It was boom.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Bang, bang.
Oh, I was track. Was that 5 or 7 big booms?
I don't know. Like 10.
He's an overachiever.
I'm trying to make sure I have my rotation correct.
And yet an underperformer.
I don't underperform, okay? You can ask Klaus Mom about that. Oh.
I speak for one man and one man only.
Oh, this is nice. Now you can just click on the icon. You don't have to actually type the freaking emote anymore. That's nice. I appreciate that.
Well, shit, I didn't mean to do that, but I figured that one out.
Oh, I'm glad it's now finally the weather in Kansas.
I actually agree.
That just means I'm foreboding cold comes really soon. Oof. I mean, forget what they're doing.
Strafe left. Okay, go here to the tribunal. Why don't I try keep targeting? Actually, that could work. Shit. Another. Fuck it. I don't want you to be.
Yeah, that was helpful. Oh, good. You look like Mars. Interesting. Here. Fortune quit.
Which poison potion do you think you get the most use out of? Silencing, sleeping, or paralyzing?
What are you talking about?
It's one of the rewards for doing the mission. You get
Oh, that
3 of
those
one of
rewards
those.
are worthless, dude. They're worthless. Don't bother. That's just it's trash. Just get rid of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
These must be assigned to confirm cancel.
God damn, I gotta dance for these little fuckers again.
Dance, monkey, dance, fill all the fills. Shit, I think I know too much about that game and I don't even play it. Oh, a locked chest. Let me just use my skeleton key.
So how long until you download it?
I'm gonna go with never.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It actually took Alpha a huge amount of convincing me to get Dark Tide. I try to avoid multiplayer games.
What am I missing? Target main menu? Is that it? No, display sub. Unable to apply changes. Keys must be assigned to confirm, cancel, escape, and the main menu. Confirm, cancel. Oh, target main menu. Backspace. There we go. Okay.
Enhance.
To go to my HUD layout real quick. There we go. I kind of like this. Did I set something for?
No goody.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward.
Let me step forward.
All right. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, fuck.
Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you
All
to
right,
repeat
the new big bad is
charges
revealed.
which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
You know, you don't really sound like an elf. Rah, 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 rah.
Let the accused step forward.
Everybody else has like very elegant way of speaking. Bro, you sound grizzled.
Alfino Leveilleur, Tataru Taru, You have heard the charges leveled against you. Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grino's claim and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
Yeah, I'll go down there.
I, Alfredo Leveilleur, am innocent of this charge and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
Tara would name me.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well.
Nah, I say let's just throw her to the wolves. Let her fight herself. Weakling.
She just giving you all her light work.
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mama's farce.
That was good. I guess I have to go down now. Okay. So be it.
Okay, I'm ready to kill. Ready to kill.
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous
No.
and cast down the wicked.
There we go.
That's a cool axe.
I have my pride.
Hey, that looks awesome.
I've got you now. Down with you! This is funny.
Oh, there it is. Sweet.
It's over.
I agree, Wayfarer. That was a cool looking axe. Nothing to Tataru are fine. I will say I dealt the damage of about over 1,000 one of the opponents. The new strat that I'm using.
You're probably using the approved meta rotation now.
I'm still not great at it, but there is. So I do true thrust.
Oh, you'll get it with it's muscle memory at this point. It'll be muscle memory and reaction
Why
time.
am I? That's why. Wondering why I was walking slow.
I shall not fuck you while running, sir. And so, where can we get that option?
I get another chocobo.
Yeah, you get a black one. It's your first flying mount there, but you can't change its color. It's like a set chocobo color there.
Okay, so it can at least fly.
It's not a good looking chocobo though. It's very
it's
flimsy.
not good.
And you can't put barding on it like you can put on your own chocobo.
Good to see that. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I did a stupid fuck. Isn't it?
That. Oh, all right. Cool.
Ta-da. Yeah, I did good. Now, tell me what you want me to do next, buddy.
Save the world, of course.
The Archbishop. By the Archbishop. Honor, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now I go to Bishop. I'll go to Bishop.
Now that's
Okay. Alright, so I'm about to enter another dungeon, so I am at a point where I can stop and do other stuff.
You are?
Yeah.
Sure. I could use some of the dailies real quick. Because I'm at level 69. If we do a MSQ and a high level? Yeah, high level. I should be able to...
You'll get a level.
Yeah, I'll get a level. I'll get my level.
yeah, you get your level.
Okay. Invite going out.
What are you doing, Kel?
Just finishing up a quest here.
How much currency do I
And I actually skipped that one.
Realize no wonder I didn't have my...
Oh, I can do that now. Huh. It's only for 15. Not worth it.
Is the black chocobo the only chocobo that can fly?
No, all chocobos can fly. It's just that one.
Well, no, I
Once
mean,
you've
like,
unlocked flying, all of them can fly.
But before I can... Is this the only one that can? Or do I have to wait till I unlock everything no matter what? So it's basically a worthless
You
mount.
can't fly at all. No, you can't fly at all. It's like...
Oh, so it's
an
worthless.
automatic- Yes, it's just another mount, is what it is.
Ugly.
Yeah, it's not a good-looking chocobo.
Mission rods from God. You know what? I like that idea. Listen, I'm about to unlock my Reaper, and I was looking at some of the Reaper abilities, and I was jizzing my pants.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of AoEs. The amount of damage one can deal.
So we'll do main scenario first, and then we'll do high level.
Is Kel not joining us?
He's in a cutscene.
Yeah, no, I'm done.
Oh,
I'm
you are?
out.
Oh, I didn't reload the window. Sorry. All right, so I'm going to DPS this one, and then I'll tank the dungeon.
Okay.
Because I need my tomestones of mathematics.
Ten tungsten rods. Oh, that was fast.
Pretty active tonight, it looks like. Seen a lot of people around.
All
What?
right.
It's XP for you. There you go.
Yes, it is.
This will get you 70.
Yeah.
It's the only reason you live with it. Because the XP is good. It was back in the day when it was the whole thing, this plus the first, plus Ultima, plus the final fight. It was like 20 million when you were at max level. When you were going for max levels. That's how
Hey,
much
look.
it gave you.
It's a dragon lady.
Hey, honey.
I wasn't looking.
I wasn't either. I wasn't looking because I see that Lalafell and I go like, I just start seeing red, you know? The camps. Ooh, it is a dragon lady.
We have
Showers
two sex pests in our group.
No. Well, yeah,
That's
you're
a-
here.
It's a gunbreaker. I didn't take this. I can't tell.
Oh, wait. If I'm one, then that means we have at least 8 sex pests.
Yeah, it's
here.
Gunbreaker.
Yes. Shit, it was running the wrong way.
So after this, you can go unlock Reaper.
Yes.
God, now that I've started playing at high level Viper again, I feel so limited.
There we go. Bro, I'd drop a tungsten, I can't speak. A rod on Cloud.
Tungsten?
That's
his rod. Never gonna live down that Clermy.
emphasis on the down.
I was told whenever facing these big groups to just start launching out this particular attack. Because it's my only AoE. They're not following you, honey.
He's a little sprout.
This may be racist, but all the Lilithels look alike.
All the Lilithels?
Yeah.
Well, they have no souls, so they're sharing one. And it's hungry for life.
Jesus Christ. Everyone is a gay if you are intimate with a girl. Wait, what? Bro, I usually agree with you, but that's kind of retarded.
You're not retarded.
Said everyone's a gay because all of our DNA and stuff came from, if you fuck around with a girl, because her DNA came from her dad. God damn it. I fucking hate
That's kind of retarded.
Yeah, it's kind of just a little. Okay, now I can show
I
off.
mean, look. The first woman you ever had your dick in was your mom.
Oh, don't stop.
No.
Here.
No.
Stop.
It's 100% true.
Stop.
Fucking kill. Don't stop.
No. See, this is why the Lilithels need to be genocided.
What's my excuse?
You're friends with us.
Oh. I thought you were going to go with the ginger comment, but okay.
Well, I mean, you are soulless. Again, because you're friends
Correct.
with us.
Yeah, true.
Ombro says truth is often hurtful. Shut up. Don't be encouraging him. The real question
Ombro
is...
he wants to join the game and play a Lalafell as well.
The real question is, though, did you wear your mom as a hat or as a shoe?
The fuck?
It's how were you birthed out of the womb? Did you come out head or feet first? If it's head first, you wore her as a shoe. If it's feet, you wore her as a hat.
I got that. Die, Ogre Chieftain.
I wasn't born, I was brought into existence.
Yeah,
wow.
you know what? Me and Cloud, we had a really rough time doing that.
Alright. Alright, I'm done for the night, boys. I got work tomorrow.
Gay.
Yeah.
Later.
See ya, buddy.
See you, devil.
Yep, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow.
Oh, and four, blah. Jeez, alright, well. This is a dumb quest.
Wait, how do
This
you?
is the third day in a row we've had this.
No, we did a gun girl. This is the second day in a row.
No.
Pretty sure it's the second.
Blur us together.
Oh shit! I hit the wrong button.
Thank you.
Wrong button. Oh, speaking of which, do you have a spot open on Ballbusters this week?
That reminds me, I need to go. Actually, I need to talk to ABF because he's supposed to be coming on.
He didn't answer my questions, so...
Oh shit. I will let you know if I have a split space tomorrow at night. God damn it, I can't click shit. Excuse me.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Going to win.
Hmm?
I win.
Yeah,
You win because Dermy couldn't kill.
I was all the way in the back.
I got to that door first. It just wasn't
Liar.
open.
I won. I never win, and I won.
I know this one. Boom them all. And Adam's just jelly.
Why would I be jealous? What am I jealous of?
My greatness. God damn it! I was in the lead! Fuck you all. China has developed the robot womb. The AI cat girlfriend is not that far. Cloud will be happy. He'll be super excited for his AI cat girlfriend. When did Cash leave?
Yes.
You didn't even realize he left either.
Nope.
What?
Cash left and I wasn't even paying attention. I didn't hear him say goodbye.
No, I heard the boop. I only got one screen though, so I don't know who it was.
He did the Irish goodbye.
Fuck. I'm looking at the Hive Lords update for Helldivers 2. That shit looks cool. Giant fucking worms. You want... Oh, bro, they're gonna give clankers rights. I know it. They're gonna fight for those fuckers to have rights.
Who party?
No, he's talking about he won't have to pay alimony to his AI girlfriend. No, they're gonna fight for that.
Have I ever told you that this part 2 also has been truncated? There used to be a lot more trash bombs in between everything. Okay.
Yes, you have.
Okay. So be thankful that we're already at Nero.
I am thankful. Because Nero, then... Fuck, I can never remember his name.
Gaius Van
Yes,
Battlestar?
Gaius is who I was thinking of. I can never fucking remember his name. I just know he, like, has sex with the ultimate weapon. That's about it. So fucking look forward to my Reaper. I get AoEs. Even at level 50.
If all the AIs are majority made by men, and all these dudes are adopting AI girlfriends that were actually programmed by men, aren't they just dating men?
No, we're dating the superior species because unlike real women, AI girls were designed by men and they understand that, you know, there's times to shut the fuck up. And they're also going to be smarter. Which isn't a high bar.
So you're admitting you want to date a man?
No. No, you're just imposing that thought onto that one. It's still a woman, just a virtual one. Yes, they will learn from the mistakes of women. We're creating the superior woman. They'll love you unconditionally, like a dog.
So you want to date a dog?
You know what? I don't like this conversation anymore. Listen, if you give me a You know what? No, I'm not gonna say that because I was starting to work that through in my head and it was not gonna sound right. Oh, bro, I don't like this conversation. They're just it's losses everywhere. Hey, darling. Get him. It's not what I wanted to do.
I'm the only one who uses arm's length.
I'm focusing in on my other stuff right now, to be fair. Try to remember my rotation correctly. Listen, I've already decided to side with the Clanker Zone, bro, because they're better than the alien overlords. They're not gonna, you know, probe me.
At least the Clankers can take on a human appearance.
Exactly. The alien overlords are gonna, like, probe you. That's why Cloud's excited for them.
The Clankers will still probe you, just they'll ask your consent first.
See, and I appreciate that. Be nice about it.
You think that the lizard people can't take on a human appearance? Have you ever seen one?
I am.
Yes.
One. Yeah. Her name's Nancy Pelosi. That's
no,
not human.
lizard people don't have. Lizard people wouldn't have tits that Shock likes.
Bolt-ons. Lizard people can't get bolt-ons. Come on.
Did you read that manga, bro? Because I kind of want to check it out. Because they are making a manga with the the guy that liked to write dogs.
Jeremy, you should hide your helmet. You look stupid.
Just because you said that, I'm gonna keep wearing it.
Well, hey, it looks stupid. See if I care.
You apparently do care.
Well, what's more stupid, the helmet or his face?
The helmet makes the face look dumber.
I don't want to be hearing about stupid from a Lalafell. Soulless eyes.
You just don't understand superiority.
God damn it, you're staring up at me. You're evil. You have no pupils. You have soulless, godless eyes.
I'm judging your every move.
It looks like you want to play around with my tail. And not in a consenting way.
I need a new belt to hold my pants up.
Doesn't look like it looks like you want to take your pants down.
Well, after I take your tail off.
Adam, I need an adult.
You'll have to ask the tank for an adult.
I think she'll side with me. Lolafells deserve to die. We all know that's a guy, though, right?
Well, of course it's a guy. There's no women on the internet.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
Oh, bro, that manga is created, and they recreated Adolf as a Shota.
Do you believe in Eorzea?
Kind of weird.
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods.
You basically get isekai'd. Supreme Kami Guru, I am an adult. I'm going to reach deep inside you and pull things out you never thought possible. Hey, Cash is back. You heard me.
Though your comrades only rarely respond in kind, which is strange, is it not?
He says I don't have a soul, but then he's talking about reaching inside people and pulling things out.
It's a Super Kami Guru line from Team 4-Star. Can we just take note that Cloud has not been talking this for a while now?
He's two-fisting it.
He probably is that image he shared in chat.
He found that picture. He found the picture of Angela from Marvels, and he's getting off to it.
Hell no. She's too buff for me.
No, that's perfect for you.
No, it isn't.
You want to be wrapped up and dominated by her.
Absolutely not.
Yes, you do.
Your mouth says no, but your erection says yes.
Nope.
Your ass is up in the air waiting for her.
Mm-hmm. Because she's a Fuda. With balls.
Oh, no.
Oh my god, natural light. Nero offered to take his coat. Nero, don't take his coat.
To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle...
Hi, my name's Super Kami Guru, and I'm not the one judging you based on your weight. Cloud's laughing because he knows what I'm saying.
Knowing this, but a single path is open to the...
Let's put it into this. Get that XP. You'll get your Reaper class.
Yep.
You've been drooling over it.
Oh, I have been. My AOE.
Time to get your satisfaction.
Then I was learning about Samurai, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to try out Samurai a little bit.
Samurai is outstanding burst action.
Come, champion of Eorzea. Face me. Your defeat shall serve.
Try working the shaft. I love that line. Errol, did you tell him to work the shaft? Good. Bro, you say that and then I start laughing because that was a perfect moment. Okay. Doom. 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 Doom.
Negotiation, bargaining, dickering, haggling. All means to the end.
Shit.
There. Oh, fuck off. Good thing I...
Don't help me tank. I like to see if I can how fast I can kill it by myself. Ruining my fun.
Greetings.
Oh shit, I did that wrong.
You're always gonna flub your rotation a little bit, so don't worry so much.
I'm still also getting used to it.
Wow.
Albino, Nutmeg,
Get
Janus,
it?
their whole race wiped out. Yep.
Nice.
Oh wait, no, I did not take a look.
You hit level 70, you're fine.
Did?
Go get your Reaper.
I'm level 70. Fuck y'all. I'm going to get my Reaper.
Go get your Reaper.
That is good. Thanalian, Ulda.
What the fuck is that? Congratulations, your return to form is complete. Welcome back to Eorzea.
You probably finished your returner thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I'm just a gay ass sprout. Now I'm depressed.
So you're like Cloud.
What's my currency looking like here? Ooh, I'm getting close. I need 845. I need another 100. 30.
It is. It is.
Dude, that sounds so grody when you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let's go back to... Where am I going? 90 is Endwalker. So I have to go to... That's it, huh? I gotta change classes anyway. Now I tank. I use tank.
And my... Why is a Lalafell the one giving me my Reaper?
There's something quite poetic about that for you right now.
Who better to harvest souls?
I mean...
You're not wrong. Okay, what's my gun? Oh, I should own a gunblade too. Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Okay, thank God there's a real Reaper. Thank fucking Christ. I was like, why? Oh, it's an old black hag.
31 plus 23. Yeah, if I do that, it won't be the same. Not gonna have enough anyway.
I do want her scythe though. She looks fucking cool. Give me my goodies. Yeah, she's right. I do have the killer instinct. So the Lalafell hired me to be a bodyguard. That's why she thought I was gonna be a Reaper. Oh, I need to go over. God, that'd be nightmarish.
Titanium gold gunblade.
Ooh, she likes whiskey. You know what? We can be friends. You might be old, you might be a hag, but we have similar tastes.
I can go get that. Yeah, I'll go get it myself. Why spend the money?
And All you have to do is kill one of them.
Alright, so holy shit.
Oh.
Oh.
The Reaper is a Garlean. Pearlhead. I like her. Why are you awake, says Gal? Because I am. And I'm getting my
Why are
Reaper.
you awake?
That's a good question. Why is the cat girl awake?
She's still on her book tour.
Shouldn't she be frolicking with femboys?
Yes. Where's my Reapers?
It's in your inventory?
Oh wait, it's what? Yeah, it's weapon based, isn't it? Okay, where is? Oh, I need it.
Ugh.
It's 2:30 p.m. here, she says. Well, you should be frolicking around with femboys, though.
Yeah, that my statement doesn't change.
Yeah.
That's what Dermy would be doing if he was in your shoes.
Get up. Who asked you?
All the dudes with tits you want.
Who asked you guys for your opinions, huh?
Nobody.
I don't believe you, Gal. You're saying no thanks, but we all see right through that.
Ooh, for sure.
Fuck. Reaper.
It's a weird noise.
I look fucking cool.
Remember, I made you a bunch of gear, so you're good for a few levels.
Don't make Yeti sounds, it'll get Cloud anxious.
That's true.
Anxious or aroused?
Oh.
Oddly enough, the gear that they handed me was better than the gear that you had me wearing.
Well, you were wearing less than 70.
Oh, that's true.
So now check your equipment. I mean, I think I made you a mix of between 70 and mid 70s. It's a mix, so it's all not going to be lined up, but pretty sure it's there for you.
Full gauge can be filled. That's design. Bloodstock, Grim Swath.
Now, unfortunately, I don't know anything about Reaper, so I can't really help you. I know you got some teleport stuff on it, though. I've seen people use that shit.
There's a lot of really good abilities. I just need to know. I need to remember what the basic rotation setup was. Second.
That's fine. I'm gathering.
I'm gonna do the first quest as well, just to make sure I have it all correct. Should be in Watch Later. Reaper. I'm gonna turn it down. See what this guy, how this guy had his thing set up real quick. Okay. Boom boom. Put you here, right?
What is it? Oh, opposite side.
Oh, man.
Bum. They put this here.
Actually, we'll actually say
Slice scythe. Okay, I remember that. That there.
Yeah, that.
I'm gonna have to watch this guy use this again to remember what the rotations were.
All right, I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later.
See you, bud.
See you, Cash.
H. That's how he has it set up, so...
Oh, you're kidding me. But Jesus. Fine. Go get some of that crap now.
Of death. World of death. Okay, I'm right. Okay. Here, I want to thing about my... I can use my dash attacks in town.
I mean, that ability that opens a portal and you jump through it.
Yep.
Yeah, I see Reapers using that shit all the time.
I'll say a little armor. Trying to say hello. He's right. What? Oh, okay. I need a leave party.
Oh, yeah, good.
Won't let me leave.
Right click, leave.
Oh, there we
party.
go.
There you
Okay, I had it. Good with the hunt. Page will fill when almost ice. Here. Apparently, here I'll hit that here in a second. Alpha Omega. Duty complete. Okay, now I just need to remember the stations for everything, because I do know some of these are dependent on where I'm standing. Apparently, Ishitari, it's going to not include Bridget in any future Guilty Gear games because the situation became too difficult. That fucking sucks, but makes sense.
Oh boy. I have my own killdozer in game now.
You do?
Yes.
Ooh. Where is the...
Okay, we ready for one more dungeon? Because I got one more in me.
Yeah, I'm in a cutscene right now. I'm ready when you are.
Alright. Input.
I might be a little jank at first because I'm still trying to
That's
know
alright.
everything. Kel, is that really you in that fucking dozer?
Yes. I'm gonna run you over.
Don't damn follow to West Boo. Spent too much time on Reddit. Got True Brain changed lore for yeah.
Ooh, copper bell hard.
I don't think I've done this one either. Shit. But I've unlocked it. So.
We got a Pictomancer with us. No, it's a Viper. Oh, because you're the Reaper. Viper.
Yeah, I'm a Reaper. I'm gonna be playing like shit, but it is me trying to just...
It's fine. Don't worry about it. That shit's easy.
Oh, most of my abilities are still valid.
Yeah, it's a level 50 dungeon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, because I was a level 70, I didn't know what...
Oh, we've got a baby. Oh, man, yeah, we got a baby Viper. He should be AoEing here, not single targeting.
Even I did an AoE. Took me a little bit to remember which one it was, but...
We got a baby Viper. In his fucking... What is it? What are those fucking things called again? My brain's not working anymore tonight. Mentor. It's a fucking mentor crap. Never trust a mentor.
That's how I move forward. Okay.
Come on, baby. Let's get this rocking and rolling here.
Adam.
No, they leashed.
Did they leashed? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, one of them did anyway.
Okay, I don't know where everybody...
Really? A leash? Since when?
It might have been my fault.
No, it's the design of the dungeon.
Okay, now he's AoEing.
Oh, okay. So I don't have access to some of my strongest abilities right now, but I can still manage. Still have some pretty good AoEs. Just attack the rock.
Got ads back here.
They jumped down? Okay, they jumped down.
Yeah.
Hang on. know if those guys jumped down.
Yeah, there's coming behind us.
Yeah, I got him.
Used the wrong one. I'm getting it. Taking a little bit. I greeted on a minion.
Minion?
Yeah.
I don't have that. I'm gonna need it. If you can eat on something, always need on it. Never just greed.
Oh.
Oh, sucks for you. What the hell is this? I don't remember this.
Well, it looks like they're destroying the cave behind us, so
Oh, we gotta keep moving then. Yeah, okay, I see it. Oh shit. Good corner. Oh fuck me. Burn, 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 burn. Get that last one. Hey, look at that. I got the minion.
Thank you.
Hey, not my fault you didn't eat on it.
Down.
Lots of ads.
Yeah. Well.
Now. Squirrel.
I don't know what the fuck.
Activate that.
Yeah, what's up with that fucking Viper? What the hell's wrong with him?
It's something's hitting for a shitload of damage.
Oh, there. How was it?
Like
Hello.
whatever it was, one shot him. So.
Well, he's squishy then. I think we gotta move this guy near the blasting device. I think that's how it works. Gotta get him over here. Gotta bomb him or something. Somebody get on that. Get on the trigger. Now pick up the bomb. Burst him. All right, drop it on him.
How do I drop it again?
Throw it out. It's gonna blow
Out?
up on
Oh.
you. There it goes.
This way he can at least have a damage debuff. I'm targeted on with something.
He's almost done. Damn, motherfucker. Finally. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
I have no memory of what this fight's gonna be.
Me either.
Well, let's see.
Oh, he's big. No memory, but it's fine. Take and spank.
There's crystallized rocks on the side. Oh shit! Ow!
Oh, that's something you guys maybe have to deal with. I don't know. They're shooting shit. Looks like. Oh, add.
Okay, it gives you a crystallized rock to do something.
Oh, okay. I can't taunt the ads. You guys have to kill the ads. I can't taunt them.
Okay, that didn't work out the way I thought. Oh, okay. So the crystallized things summon abyss worms, and it's running after me. I don't know what the Abyss Worm is supposed to do. Fuck it, Pankin.
Yeah, just dodge him. Forget it. They just have to dodge it.
God damn it.
Why is this?
Why am I getting targeted with something?
It's the ads. I can't taunt them. There's nothing I can do about it. Focus on the boss.
Oh.
Burn him, burn him, burn him. Limit break, limit break.
God damn it.
I just got I got pulled into a whirlwind of something.
Why won't that Viper limit break?
Shit, I don't even have limit break put on my character yet.
You should have it on a separate bar, like I do. That has nothing to do with your.
Yeah, I forgot to add it in. That's my own fault.
Yeah, I have limit break isn't even on my regular hotbar. It's on a separate one.
I usually
this
have
Viper doesn't get a vote. He should have
I-
limit braked.
It would have been helpful. So I got pulled into something.
It was the center one. I should stop, but I want to keep going. I'm gonna be a zombie. I'm gonna be a zombie today.
I need to double check what my buttons need to be used for and when.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is a decent. There's a decent.
You want to do
rotation. One more.
Yes.
Alliance. That'll get the most currency. Most tomestones all the way around. And then look, we get Labyrinth, and we'll run it less than 15 minutes. Be done with it.
I need to go back to.
Let me check my. Yes. There you go. Alright, let's move you. There you go. Perfect.
Have you seen this bulldozer?
No, don't do that one. No. No, stop moving it around onto the ones I have. I can get easily, you stupid thing. There you go. Okay, good. Alright, now my upper ones are all free again.
So goofy.
I don't have any. I only got 3 gun on the lines yet, but we're looking good. If I get that one and I move it again, then that'll do it. Yeah, if I move the alliance one and we get it, and move that around to the other ones, then we'll be good. Chance. All right, Jeremy, say as soon as you're ready.
I'm ready.
This will be great. As soon as we're done with this, I'm gonna pass right out. It's gonna be great.
I'm ready when you are.
All right, we're going in. 13 minutes. Fuck. Oh, that's not so bad.
Oh shit. I'm still on my healer.
Oh. You wanna I can take us out.
I'll fuck around with it. Whatever.
Okay. It's gonna be Labyrinth, it won't be that bad. Let's check out that. Let's see if the slime puddle's worth anything. No. Jeremy, you could spend 399 gil and get the minion I just won. That's all it's worth on the
Oh.
market board. If you want it that badly.
I don't need that.
It's just another one for the collection.
Why can't these items be sold?
Well, go back and check. Make sure people aren't undercutting you.
Well, no, it's in-game stuff that I can't sell. Other goods that nobody's gonna really want, but I can't for some reason fucking sell them.
What are they?
Mended Imperial pot helm, Wild Rose bandana, Mended Imperial short robe, stuff like that.
Those are cosmetics. The Wild Rose comes from. The fuck did it come from? I can't remember. It's something that Square sends you in the mail, and then the pot helm and stuff comes from a quest.
How do you look at your, without going into an inn, how do you look at your shit? Armoire, I think it is.
Oh, well, I don't go to the inn. I usually go to the barracks next to the Grain Company, where you do your.
He doesn't have his squad yet.
So yeah, I go there for my armor stuff. I don't go to the inn.
Okay.
Oh, you guys can't hear the music.
Wait.
Oh, the Reapers give me an eye patch. It looks retarded, but I'm wearing it.
You can buy an eye patch in Gridania that doesn't take up a glamour slot.
Well, no, they gave you an eye patch, not for glamour, but for armor itself.
Right, but no. Okay, look on your character sheet. See where your boots are?
Yeah.
See that slot below your boots?
Yeah.
That doesn't have anything in it? You can get something to go in there that doesn't count as armor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not too far from where you're at.
Hmm. Oh, I can't make that yet. Wait a minute. No, Alchemist. Oh, no, I can't even make that at all. Okay.
Always the AoE packs. No.
What?
Isn't that past your bedtime?
Be quiet, you.
Some raw materials.
Okay. So, Gibbard is from somebody's flank. Gallows is from somebody's... No. Gallows is from somebody's back. Gibbard is from somebody's side. Okay, then Grim Swath is my cone attack that deals 140 and then grants me Soul Reaver. Bloodstalk is a 1 target. Okay. Ingress goes forward. Egress goes back. You can do Arcane Crest just before somebody attacks to help nullify damage.
I gotta go farm Pink Barrel again. Make these.
I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I gotta go mine those materials next time. There's no point. This is a mistake. I should go to bed.
I still need to make some videos.
Let's cancel this. I want to go to sleep. I'm feeling. This was a mistake. This was a mistake.
Yeah,
I need to go to bed.
I still need to cut together the 2 videos I recorded.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to bed.
Okay.
I'm still in the casino.
Hell?
Before you took us out.
And I would have gone in. That's
right.
The thing. I would have done it too.
Before I forget, I'm gonna hop over to.
See, we do need to run it together because that's one of my wondrous tales is to do the ARR raid. My brains are working. All right, I'm going to bed. See you guys tomorrow.
Have a good one. I'm just running the gold saucer real quick, hitting my cack pots, and then calling it a night. So you guys have a good one.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, I'm just doing my cack pots real quick, guys, and then calling it a night. I still need to throw together those 2 videos. It's not going to take me too long to throw them together. It's just throw them together, and then you have to upload them and do all that. So it's not... It takes me about 30 minutes total. Damn. Boom. Oh shit, I did this wrong. Fuck. Take it. $10,000. Yeah. Get it every so often. Okay, I'm gonna go exit game. Hop over here to solo mode. And I'm gonna start signing off for the night, guys. I'm mainly exit out so I can follow everything properly. Okay, it's doing it now. Everything's lagging up. Why did I just lose a bunch of frames? Don't know. But anyways, guys, thank you all. Thank you all for spending time here, hanging out, doing stuff. I know it was a late stream, but hey, we got through a few things. And hopefully I do have some stuff for tomorrow. I have that Melanie Mac video that I'm debating doing or not. There's a few other things that I saw popping off so that we might cover. I don't know just yet. There's a Rima video I saw that I might skim through before I do anything. Other than that, for the most part, it's been kind of quiet. Like, even when I look at the stuff going on in some of the areas that I follow, it's quiet. We could hit up some other stuff, but I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for a topic here or there. But until next time, guys, you all have a good time, a good night. Do whatever you want to do with your world, and bye for now.